Most economic forecasts are suggesting the US will enter into a recession in 2024. If you're a home buyer or seller, you're probably wondering how this should weigh into your decision. Hey guys, it's Evan Swanson of the Swanson Home Loans team, a division of Guild Mortgage, here to share with you some data to help you make the best decision for yourself. This is a measurement that takes the yield on the US 10-year Treasury note and subtracts the 3-month Treasury bill. You can see that recently it's gone negative. In the last 4 times this measurement has gone negative, a US recession has followed. Based on the Fed's own measurement, they're predicting that by December, there's a 63% chance that the US will have entered into a recession. Now, how will that influence home prices here in Portland? Well, if we go back and look over the last 40 years, you can see that during these recessions, home prices don't necessarily decline. In the early 90s, the economy was in recession, Portland home prices increased. Same thing in the early 2000s. Now, obviously, we had the big housing crash last decade, but remember, housing was the instrument that took the economy into recession that time. And then, of course, the short recession we had due to COVID, home prices, of course, reacted positively. See, the reality is that home prices are influenced by supply and demand. In this time, the economic framework is different. In the last housing cycle, we had super high unemployment. Currently, unemployment's very low. We've got more jobs in the United States. There is no subprime loans that are going to drive up foreclosures or delinquencies or anything like that. The key is we have very low inventory in the market relative to the number of buyers. See, demand remains super high for housing because the millennial generation is our largest age cohort. And home ownership rates basically go up by nearly 50% from the age of 30 to 35. Meanwhile, the US is simply not building enough houses. This is a chart that shows the blue line being formations, meaning the number of household formations that are creating. This also represents demand for housing. The yellow bar here represents completions, the number of houses we're completing. You can see that during the housing crash, we were building all sorts of houses. The yellow line outpaced the blue line. But currently, we have way more household formations than the number of new houses that are being built. Lastly, understand that years in which home prices decline are simply improbable. Going back to 1942, there have been 73 years where home prices have increased, only 7 where they've decreased, and 1 where they remain neutral. The reality here, guys, is that it's unlikely home prices are going to decline in 2024, even if we have an economic recession. If you would like more help in determining best timing for you, please contact us today. Thank you.